All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Okakadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, and the names of Hamashiach, Yahushai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashma Kadash Tony. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Akim, Akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of the earthquakes in diverse places as of July the 20th, 2025 on this Sunday morning. And this is a website from livemint.com, published by LSD Game as of July the 20th, 2025 at 8:03 p.m. IST time. And it reads, it says Russian earthquake. It says five powerful quakes rock the Kamchatka tsunami warning for Hawaii lift. Here's all we need to know. It says the Kamchatka, if I pronounced that right. It says regions experienced 5 earthquakes on Sunday. The largest was measured at 7.4 in magnitude. Tsunami warnings for both Hawaii and the Kamchatka were canceled shortly after. It says as many as 5 earthquakes struck near the coast of Kamchatka region in the far east of Russia on Sunday. It says the most powerful being of a magnitude of a 7.4 earthquake. It said monitor agency says. It says the seismic event occurred on Sunday with the German Century for Geoscience GFC initially reported that the quake measure of a 6.7, which was later updated to a 7.4. It says the European Mediterranean Seismology Central EMSC also confirmed that the earthquake to be a 7.4 magnitude. It says that the earthquake originated as a shadow of a dead 10 kilometers off the east coast of Kamchatka shortly after a previous, according to the Reuters at the GFZ data. It says a tsunami threat canceled following the earthquake. The U.S. National Tsunami Warning Centers prompted issue a tsunami watch for the state of Hawaii, which was canceled shortly afterwards. Russian emergency ministries also issued a tsunami warning following the largest quake, urging residents in the coastal settlements to stay away from the shore area. It says, similarly, the Russian state-run TASS news agency later reported that the tsunami warning from the Kamchatka was lifted by city local emergencies service. Reuters reported earlier forecasts predicted waves up to 60 cm reaching several parts of the region, including the regional capital of Petrovalafi in Kamchatka. The news agency reported. It says a hot zone for earthquakes. The Kamchatka Peninsula is a center point of the Pacific and North American tectonic plate where they meet, making it a hot zone for seismic activities. Since the 1900s, even a powerful earthquake magnitude of 8.3 or higher has the Kamchatka area is causing destruction across the region. It says on November 4th, 1952, an earthquake with a magnitude of a 9.0 struck the Kamchatka through it caused damage, but no deaths were reported after the incident. Surprisingly, no fatalities occurred despite setting of a 9.1 meter, 30-foot wave in Hawaii. And this is from the earthquakes.usgs. And it says a total of 75 earthquakes was recorded from for July the 19th all the way to July the 20th. It says 4.6 earthquake recorded in the peninsula over there in Russia, then a 4.7 in the same region. Most of these were aftershocks because you had the largest one was a 7.4, then you had a 6.6, another 6.6, and then they had a 6.7, I believe. So you had five powerful earthquakes occurred over there in the peninsula over there in Russia. And most of these numbers right here are aftershocks. You had a 2.6 earthquake 25 kilometers west of southwest of Petrola, California. You had a 4.5 earthquake in that same area that got hit with those five powerful earthquakes in the peninsula of Russia. 3.7 earthquake occurred 127 kilometers south and southeast of Sandpoint, Alaska. And that was the same area over there in Alaska a couple of days ago. They got hit with a 7.3 earthquake, and there was aftershocks of that as well, too. Then you had a 4.4 earthquake 158 kilometers east to southeast of Pavlovik of the Kamchatsky, Russia. Same area that got hit with those earthquakes over there. 4.3 earthquake recorded 48 kilometers south of Puerto San Jose, Guatemala. 4.5 earthquake recorded 48 kilometers south of Calima, Chile. 2.7 earthquake recorded 15 kilometers west of Northwest Riverville, California. 4.2 earthquake recorded 127 kilometers east to southeast of Pavlovik in Kamchatsky in Russia. 3.7. You have 3.7 earthquake in 14 kilometers northeast of Ham Lake of Texas. 4.2 earthquake recorded 131 kilometers east to southeast of Pavlovik, Kamchatsky, Russia. 4.5 earthquake in the same region. Another 4.3 in the same region. 5.2 in the same region. 4.5 in the same region. 4.7 in the same region. 5.1 in the same region. And these are mostly aftershocks of that five powerful earthquakes hitting that peninsula of Russia area. It says 3.7 earthquake, 97 kilometers south and southeast of Sandpoint, Alaska. 4.6 earthquake occurred at 150 kilometers west of northwest Tabalio, Indonesia. 3.2 earthquake recorded 24 kilometers northeast of Laquilio, Puerto Rico. 4.5 earthquake recorded 141 kilometers east of Pavlovik of Kamchatsky, Russia. 5.2 earthquake recorded in the eastern island region. 4.5 earthquake 152 kilometers at Pavlovik in Kamchatsky, Russia. 4.5 earthquake recorded 88 kilometers south of Telio, Indonesia. 4.7 earthquake recorded 151 kilometers east to southeast of Pavlovik of Kamchatsky, Russia. 4.7 earthquake recorded 150 kilometers east of Pavlovik of Kamchatsky, Russia. 5.1 earthquake recorded 152 kilometers east of Pavlovik of Kamchatsky, Russia. 4.6 earthquake recorded 144 call Long Yabashimasha. 124 kilometers east to southeast of Pavlovik of Kamchatsky, Russia. Another 4.8 earthquake recorded 143 kilometers east of Pavlovik, Kamchatsky, Russia. 6.0 earthquake 166 kilometers east of Pavlovik of Kamchatsky, Russia. 6.6 earthquake recorded 147 kilometers east of Pavlovik of Kamchatsky, Russia. 5.3 earthquake recorded 150 kilometers east to southeast of Pavlovik of Russia. 5.7 earthquake, 156 kilometers east to southeast of Petropavlovsky of Kamchatsky, Russia. 5.6 earthquake recorded 157 kilometers east to southeast of Petropavlovsky of Kamchatsky, Russia. 6.6 earthquake recorded 151 kilometers east to southeast of Petropavlovsky of Kamchatsky, Russia. 5.2 earthquake recorded 141 kilometers east to southeast of Prashovsky of Kamchatsky, Russia. 5.2 earthquake recorded 147 kilometers east of Prashovsky of Kamchatsky, Russia. 2.7 earthquake recorded 16 kilometers of Substania, Alaska. 7.4 earthquake recorded 225 eastern of Kamchatka, Russia. Earthquake. 4.7 earthquake recorded 138 kilometers east to southeast of Petrovsky of Kamsky, Russia. 4.6 earthquake recorded 143 kilometers east of Petrovsky of Kamchatsky, Russia. 4.7 earthquake recorded 160 kilometers east to southeast of Petrovsky of Kamchatsky, Russia. We're at 17 kilometers west to southwest Johannesburg, California. 5.2 earthquake recorded 152 kilometers east of Petrovsky of Kamsky, Russia. 6.6 earthquake recorded 142 kilometers east of Petrovsky of Kamchatsky, Russia. 3.4 Mensa. And this was a 3.4 earthquake recorded 137 kilometers south and southeast of Sand Point, Alaska. 5.0 earthquake recorded 137 kilometers east of Petrovsky, Kamchatsky, Russia. 5.5 earthquake recorded 98 kilometers south and southeast of Basque, Philippines. 2.5 earthquake recorded 35 kilometers north of Alavinil, Alaska, if I pronounced that right. 4.4 earthquake recorded 83 kilometers southwest of Puerto San Jose, Guatemala. 4.4 earthquake recorded 49 kilometers north of Indonesia. 4.7 earthquake recorded 78 kilometers south and southeast of Sand Point, Alaska. 2.7 earthquake recorded 10 kilometers. Oh, that was from yesterday. Yep, so those was the latest earthquakes as of July the 20th, 2025. Especially those large earthquakes that hit off the shores of Russia Peninsula. Those largest ones was those five powerful earthquakes that hit over there in the area. And those was like 7.4 magnitude was the largest one. 6.6, 6.7, 6.0, and 6.5. And then the heavy aftershocks of those large earthquakes that took place over there in the offshores of Russia, over there in the Russian Peninsula, over there Pulaski, Kamelsky, Russia. That's the peninsula, the offshores of Russia. That got hit with those powerful five huge earthquakes. And this is the book of Luke 21 and verse 11. It says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. Right, that's what we're seeing, increasing high magnitude of these earthquakes in diverse places. And that's an indicator right there that the Heavenly Father spoke about these signs are going to occur from the beginning of times, from the days before because he declared these signs that he spoke about from the days before, even from the beginning. Especially, like it says in the book of Second Edges, the 9th chapter, that we're going to see the Heavenly Father visit this earth, especially with these increasing high magnitude of earthquakes in various places and earthquakes in diverse places. It says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. And that's what Yahweh Shai spoke about as well, too, which the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son spoke about these signs going to occur before Yahweh Shai makes a return. Luke 21, verse 11, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights and great sand shall be heaven. Right, that's what we're seeing. And this is the book of Psalms, chapter 18 and verse 7. It says, then the earth shook and trembled, and the fountains also of his moved with shaking because it was rough. Right, that's what we see in these volcano eruptions, these wildfires, these great shakings with these earthquakes in various places, earthquakes in diverse places. Because you know the Heavenly Father, He's a righteous judgment power. Now we understand with the climate change, Mother Nature, with the heart machine, but at the end, but at the end again, we give credit to the Heavenly Father because He's visiting this earth with these shakings of these earthquakes. As He making a visitation on this planet Earth, we're definitely seeing that increasing as the days progresses on in these modern day times of the signs of times. And this is the book of Isaiah. This is the prophet Isaiah, chapter 29, and verse 6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake." Right, that's the key word, earthquake, and great noise and storms and tempests and flaming by fire. Especially with these latest storms that we've been seeing. Places like South Korea, places like India. Places in the United States, in the southern states of the United States, over there in the Northeast, New Jersey / New York, heavy floodings. So that shows you that we're seeing the Heavenly Father visiting this earth with these weather-like conditions, especially with these earthquakes in diverse places. That's the main key word. Yep. I'll read it again. Isaiah 29, verse 6, "Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise and storms and tempests and flame of fire." This is the prophet Isaiah, chapter 28, and verse 2, and it reads, it said, "Behold, the power of Yahweh has a mighty and a strong one, which is a tempest of hail and a storm of a floods of mighty waters, overflowing, should cast down the earth with a hand." Right, so He's visiting this earth and cast down the earth with a hand with these earthquakes in various places and diverse places as well, too. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24. Yep, Matthew 24, verse 7. As I mentioned again, this is what Yahweh spoke about of these, what the events is going to occur in these times that He spoke to these times as He spoke to the disciples at the Mount of Olives, telling these signs are going to occur in their times. Now this will be related to modern times as well too. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places." Yep, that's what we're going to be seeing more and more these times that Yahweh spoke about, earthquakes in diverse places. Yep, earthquakes in various places, and earthquakes in diverse places. And just like I mentioned in that news article, you had those 5 powerful earthquakes over there in off the offshores of Russia, the Russian peninsula. That Baklanovich of Kamsky, Russia. I think that's the name of the area over in that area. I believe it's in the Pacific Ocean, in that region. It said it had 5 powerful earthquakes over there off the shores of Russian peninsula. You had those 5 powerful earthquakes. First was the largest one, was a 7.4 magnitude. Then it was a 6.6. Then after that, the 6.7, the 6.0. And then you had the aftershocks of it as well too. So that is another example that we're going to be seeing these high magnitude of these earthquakes in diverse places. It was like not too long ago, you had a 6.8 earthquake over there in Indonesia. And then you had a 7.3 earthquake off the shores of Alaska. So that shows you an example that we're going to see the Heavenly Father visit this earth with these earthquakes in diverse places. Now, if I bring up that second Esdras.
Lawrence called me a couple days ago. He told me he finally told his wife about us.
This is the book of Second Esdras.
What do you think?
Yep, it's the book of Second Esdras, chapter 9, verse 2. It says, "Then thou shalt understand, it is at very same time where the highest was the Heavenly Father Yahweh will begin to visit the world which He made." Right, so we're going to see the Heavenly Father now somewhere ever visit this earth with these earthquakes in various places and earthquakes in diverse places. The increasing high magnitude of earthquakes in diverse places. Because there's going to be earthquakes in places that you wouldn't expect. They got hit with an earthquake in a very long time because we're going to be seeing increasing in various and diverse places. Second Esdras 9 verse 3. "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards, people will." Right, so increasing earthquakes and upwards, people will. And that's what we're seeing. And so with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying. Yep. Yeah, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying of the sit down lesson of these earthquakes in diverse places as of was that July the 20th, 2025 on this Sunday morning. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Makakadash, and the Heavenly Father, true names Yahweh, in His only begotten Son, Bahashem, and the names of Hamashiach Yahushua. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lost Makadash tongue. And I say Barak Thumb to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim Wa'akwa. For next time, I would say Shalom.